Well, hello everyone. I'm Tanya, Alberta's Minister of Arts, Culture and Status of Women. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge that Calgary is on Treaty 7 territory, home to the Blackfoot Confederacy of the Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani, as well as the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda nations of Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. I also acknowledge the Métis people of Alberta who have a deep connection with this land. I'm always impressed by the talent working in Alberta's cultural industries and the incredible growth of the Calgary International Film Festival over the past 25 years. Albertans are known in the international film and television industry as talented, hard-working people who know how to get things done. We know how to put on a good show on and off the screen. This reputation is getting a lot more international attention recently with location awards for blockbuster shows like The Last of Us and Season 5 of Fargo, just to name two. Albertans can be proud of our growing film and television industry, and we want to keep that momentum going. Today, I'm happy to announce continued support from Alberta's government to keep our film and television industry strong and active. Our investments are helping to develop in-demand Alberta talent and content as the film and television industry continues to expand and grow in our province. That is why our government is proud to support the local media industry through the Alberta-made Screen Industries program and events like the Calgary International Film Festival. With grants to local filmmakers and important industry events, we're helping to meet the growing demand for a skilled workforce and bringing more of Alberta's stories to the screen. There are 3 grant streams under the Alberta-made Screen Industries program that are supporting local filmmakers, studios, and smaller budget productions, which are a training ground for emerging talent. Since January 2024, the Alberta-made production grant has invested close to $1 million in funding, supporting 11 productions. 7 of these productions are also getting training and mentorship funding. We can see that this production grant incentive is making a difference. In its first year, it supported more than 19,000 training hours. That means more skilled crew members for productions made right here in our province. For every dollar of government support through the production grant stream, the industry generates $4 of investment back into the province. That is a solid return on investment for Alberta. Further, half of Alberta-made productions have filmed or plan to film in small cities, towns, or rural locations, extending outside of Calgary or Edmonton, extending the positive economic impact across the province. The Alberta-made Screen Industry program also supports the work happening offset from development to post-production. So far in 2024, 62 projects were approved for close to $1 million through the Project Script Development Grant. The development grant stream supports Alberta writers, directors, and producers to develop professional, commercial-ready projects and scripts, getting more Alberta stories on the screen. And unique in Canada, the Post-Production, Visual Effects, and Digital Animation Grant supports jobs in Alberta post-production companies. This keeps post-production work and the entire film and television production cycle in the province. Events like the Calgary International Film Festival are also essential to growing Alberta's valuable film and television sector. For this reason, Alberta's government committed $90,000 over 2 years to the Calgary International Film Festival, to CIFF, for 2024 and 2025. The festival's Industry Week brings seasoned pros and emerging talent together to learn from each other and spark new creative ideas. With its Generation Next, 20 high school students in Calgary get access to industry-only events, giving them an early step up towards a career in film and television. And the festival's Alberta Spotlight series is helping share stories from creators in our province. So, thank you, Catherine Penhale and the CIFF team, for another successful festival, and congratulations on your 25th anniversary. As momentum in Alberta's film and TV industry continues to build, investment from Budget 2024 allows us to continue developing Alberta's workforce and profiling Alberta as the go-to destination for film and TV production. From concept to the screen, Alberta-made productions are not only creating jobs, but they are also sharing stories that help shape Alberta's culture and identity. We want to help tell more of Alberta's stories to help meet the growing need for a skilled workforce. And we will continue to strengthen the film and television industry through the Alberta-Made Screen Industries program and grants to festivals like SIFF. Before I go, I want to encourage everyone to watch Alberta-made films of all genres, lengths, and budgets, like the ones shown at SIFF's Alberta Spotlight. Or you can visit albertafilm.ca to find out more about Alberta's film and television industry, including how to find a career in film and resources available for producers. Thank you so much, and I'd now like to turn it over to our next speaker, Catherine Penhale, SIFF's Executive Director.
Thank you, Minister Furr. As the largest and most influential film festival in Alberta and the Canadian Prairies region, the Calgary International Film Festival plays a pivotal role in shaping the landscape for filmmakers and audiences alike. Our impact extends far beyond our festival dates. We are a vital force within the province's vibrant film community. This impact, along with our continued growth, is made possible by a booming film economy and the unwavering support of Minister Furr, Alberta Film, and Alberta Cultural Industries. As we stand on the eve of our 25th anniversary, we find ourselves in a period of remarkable transformation, where the partnership of our government supporters matters more than ever. Consumer habits are shifting rapidly, with new ways to engage with content always emerging. The venue landscape is evolving, and our film industry is thriving like never before. While these changes present challenges, they also open up a whole new world of opportunities that we have embraced. As we've done for the past 25 years, we are committed to leveraging every opportunity to fulfill our mission of helping creatives share their unique stories with the world. Film festivals are not simply an in-person alternative to streaming services. They're an incubator that bring fresh voices and new stories from diverse perspectives. As Alberta's film industry continues to flourish, SIFF is excited to uphold its long-standing tradition of showcasing films created in Alberta and by Albertans. This year, that includes our opening gala film, The Thicket, shot in Alberta by Albertan crews, and our closing film, Lucky Star, written and directed by Alberta local Gillian McKercher. We aim to highlight the incredible talent and creativity that this province has to offer and to connect our local filmmakers with an international film community. We believe that supporting the development of a skilled workforce is crucial for sustaining the productions that are increasingly being brought to Alberta, which is why SIFF has and will continue to grow our Industry Week. In 2023, Industry Week welcomed more than 1,200 guests in an array of panels, field trips, and networking events. This year, we have even more in store. We're excited to offer workshops on film pitches, script writing, and a special voice acting workshop with Jason Marsden, renowned for his roles as Max Goof in the Goofy movie and as Haku in Spirited Away. These initiatives are designed to equip aspiring filmmakers with the tools they need to succeed and establish SIFF as a fundamental event on the national film industry calendar. As we move forward into the next 25 years, we remain focused on our mission to foster creativity and collaboration within the film industry. We recognize that the stories being told today are vital in shaping the narratives of tomorrow. By providing a space for dialogue, learning, and inspiration, we hope to empower filmmakers and enrich the cultural landscape of our communities. With that being said, it is my great pleasure to introduce one of our 2024 Industry Week panelists and longtime friend of the festival, Laura O'Grady, executive producer at Snapshot Studios Incorporated, to share a few words with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Laura O'Grady, and I'm Alberta born and raised, and I've been a media producer and director here in Calgary for 25 years. 6 years ago, I started my own company called Snapshot Studios. And thanks to Alberta Film and the grants they provide, we've been able to develop and produce many programs, films that have been screened here at SIFF, and they've treated us wonderfully, to screening across Canada and further traveling around the world. Excuse me. These Alberta-based programs that are supported by the AMPG and the Script Development Program, we are able to attract buyers to our province, hire Alberta crews, and pay local taxes to tell Alberta stories. We are also currently in production on a TELUS original documentary entitled Thunder of Clouds, And I'm happy to report that with the script development grant, we have recently secured the option to the Alberta writer Martine Levitt's critically acclaimed novel Buffalo Flats, and we've already received international attention for that commission, and so we're looking forward to developing that further. The creative industries provide an exponential return on investment, and I'm grateful for the continuing support of this diverse and growing economy. Alberta-made films keep some of the best creative minds in the province, and most importantly, telling Alberta stories. Thank you. I'm going to turn it back for questions.
Okay, folks, you can make your way over to the media mic if you'd like. If you don't want to make your way over, just put your hand up. Please state your name, your outlet, and yeah. So we'll go to the mic first. Go ahead.
Aaron with Livewire Calgary. Minister, I know you've been very vocal about having conversations about tax credits, bringing productions here to Alberta. I'm curious on the other side, how important it is when you're going to places like Hollywood, having those conversations about talent development, that being something that's drawing those productions as well to Alberta to be made here.
Yeah, thanks for that question. I know earlier this year in January, we went to Los Angeles to meet with some of the big Hollywood studios and executives, and we heard time and again that things like the film and television tax credit, which is under Jobs, Economy and Trade under my colleague Minister Matt Jones, have been, quote, game changers and have, quote, put us in the big leagues in terms of attracting big shows to Alberta. I mean, of course, we have the best. I'm not biased. I state the facts. We have the best hardworking, talented skills and crews, breathtaking landscapes. But at the end of the day, these movies, companies are businesses like any other. The bottom line matters. And things like the film and television tax credit continue to make us very competitive.
Yeah, a question for Catherine, actually. Catherine, $90,000. How's that going to go to work at SIF?
$90,000 is what I need to buy a projector. So we're thrilled that we got funding through the Alberta Foundation of the Arts to get 2 projectors initially. So those will be arriving in October, which we're delighted to have. And that $90,000 that we've got from Alberta Film is going to be huge in making sure that we have the ability to manage change over the next couple of years. So that funding, that $90,000 from Alberta Film, is not going directly towards projectors. What it is going towards is supporting a team so that they can actually afford to make those projectors work for the community. Not just for SIF, not just for us, but for the broad community, and really, really make sure that infrastructure is utilized as heavily as possible.
All right, Catherine.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Phoenix City News. So 90,000 is a lot of money,
Yes.
but it's not a lot of money.
Yes.
What would be the sweet spot that you would sit back and say, okay,
It broadly from any, well, I think realistically, when you look at any organization, our revenue streams are so varied. We get funding from a variety of groups. We're incredibly grateful for the funding we get from the government, and we also get funding from other sources that makes a huge difference. Ultimately, being able to have funding that ensures we maintain no budget deficit, that ensures we're able to support the big transformation we're about to go through with this strategic objective of transforming the core of Calgary into a constellation venue approach. That's the amount of money I need. It's a bit of a question mark. I'm not going to lie on the exact dollar figure, but if anyone feels like tossing me $100,000, it's not going to hurt me any day of the week.
I'd like to speak with pioneering Laura O'Grady.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Ms. O'Grady, tell me about why storytelling is so important and, you know, the creative industry and what this is doing for Albertan creative industry and for your organization.
All right, that's a big question. All right, so storytelling and Alberta stories have huge international appeal. I think if you go to the airport, you see how many people coming here and wanting to see our beautiful landscape and meet our tradition, you know, our very well-known friendly people. And so the programs that I've produced have been seen all around the world. Al Jazeera picked up a short doc of mine, you know, just the Philippines. There's a real appetite for Alberta stories from the Alberta point of view. And there's an incredible amount of talent here within crews and writers, craft services, people at hotels. Everybody here is willing to pitch in and work, and it's fun work. And so it's a great thing to work in, and it's a growing thing to work in. And so we do need to do more training and further development on our own IP, our own intellectual property. For me personally, SIF, launched my career. So, that was nice. Well, I was able to win the Alberta Short for Gross and Decency a few years ago. And that seed money started my own independent company. So, and by extension, then I've been hiring crews for 6 years through my own company. So, these are important events to happen in our city. It's a great diversification of our economy. I pay taxes, I live here, and all the money that I bring into the province with the support of Alberta Film stays in the province. So yeah, I think it's a win-win for everybody, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be on set.
Laura, what is it like to get that call to say, guess what? You're part of SIF. Take us there.
Yeah, SIF is one of the most applied to festivals in North America. It's very well respected. It's not a given that anybody gets into this festival, even if you're from Alberta. And so to get that call and how well they support filmmakers, like from scheduling press conferences or Q&As to last year they scheduled a huge red carpet for one of my films. And it was fantastic. And it was great for that community that we did the film on, the Filipino community. But also, it puts your name out there. It's difficult as a filmmaker to get attention from decision makers that don't live in Alberta. And these credentials on my resume really break the ice and allow people to say, oh, that is an excellent film festival. She's screened there. She's won awards there. We should give her an opportunity to pitch us. So these festivals are really important for filmmakers' careers. Yes, it does. It changes my world, yes. It definitely changed the trajectory of my company. I got out of as soon as we had that success with the collaboration of Kevin Allen, who was in the film. And then that kickstarted my company to have a commission the next week. It's a huge thing to be successful at SIF. It's a huge thing to be in SIF. And also for people who aren't sure if they want to come to a film festival that they might not be familiar with, this is where you're going to see the films that are going to be at the Oscars. I had a preview of something where that filmmaker won an Oscar last year. Now, I can't talk about which one it is, but it's a fantastic programming. You can see the amazing work of Alberta talent. And, you'll recognize, oh, that's Drumheller. I can't believe they made Fort McMurray look like, this or that. It brings you back into your own community and shows you how many people collaborate on a creative work that brings revenue into the province.
I have one more. Is there one more from the floor?
I got one for Minister Fur.
Okay, great.
Minister, are you going to get a chance to go to Industry Week this week at all and maybe chat with some of the filmmakers and hear directly from their needs to maybe evolve the program over time?
Yeah, so what we're doing right now, it's actually in the back seat of my vehicle. I've printed out the schedule of all the SIF showings between now and the 29th, and I'm definitely going to be picking a few and fitting a few into my schedule. I'll also be back tomorrow as well, speaking, and yeah, there's so much value in those face-to-face, one-on-one meetings with individuals, and I'm looking to take advantage of that over the next 10 days.
I guess sort of a follow-up there. Is there any criteria expected to be changing for this program in terms of folks who are probably going to be reading our articles or seeing our television programs here and looking to apply for these grants?
Not immediately that we have planned with respect to grants under my area or Minister Jones's area. I mean, we're always looking as we have grant intakes come in to refine and improve and tweak them as needed. But right now, they've been incredibly successful, and they're helping build and grow Alberta talent, which is something that we're proud of and we want to keep doing.
Hey, thank you so much, everyone. Let's have another big round of applause.